Thanks to the support as a channel member, Nick Collard. Right, it's time we figure out what Augsburg are all about. They keep beating everybody else. Are they really that good? Hello and welcome to Club 6, part 16 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two matches for you. We have our final Champions League group game away against Besiktas, where you are going to see the reserves, the youngsters, the fringe players that you don't really see in these videos, because I tend to only show you the biggest, most important games where we play the first team. But I figured, actually, quite interesting to see what we've got in the strength and depth as well. Some of these players who've been here a while that you've not really seen. So we're going to have a look at them. And then we're going to play Augsburg in the league because they've found their way into fourth place in the league. They're actually above Hertha Berlin at the moment. They've already beaten Bayern Munich and Leipzig away from home this season. So I figure if we're going to have a banana skin, it's going to be this one. So we should probably be there and show you the banana skin in action. But first up, it is the Augsburg. No, it's not first up. It's the Besiktas game in the Champions League. And as promised, rotated side. We've got Garizo in goal, who I don't think you've seen him play yet. His value, his price range, his 5-star potential, and the fact that he's 6'4" suggests he is destined to be the best goalkeeper in the world. Thomas Silva, of course, is Portugal's #1 at the moment, but this guy at 20 years old, I think when we do our 5 years in the future video, we will find he is Portugal's #1 goalkeeper ahead of Thomas Silva, which in turn will make him the world's best goalkeeper. So we're going to have a look at him today. Aaron at left back, who of course has agreed to leave the club. Probably going to be his final start for Dortmund in his second spell, alongside Diego Norberto, of course you know all about, but then Klirim Berisha, who we signed in the summer, haven't really used because we haven't really had a reason to use him, because we've got such good strength in depth. But he's 3-star current ability, 5-star potential at 21 years old. We probably need to use him a little bit more, and he's going to play alongside Thomas Muller, not that one who you'll be familiar with, but probably haven't seen play very much still. As well, very strong potential for him. In midfield, we've got Han Jae-sung, who's made a few substitute appearances, but not started in a match you've seen, alongside Philip Hesse. Likewise, young, German, lots of potential, still showing his potential, but we haven't really used him very much. And Stubaluk, who we usually play deeper, but actually has attacking midfielder as one of his natural positions, playing ahead of them. And then Balogun on the left, who I don't think you've seen at all. We signed him from Bayern Munich. Haven't really played him, but he's going to play on the left-hand side. It would be Arellano out there, but he's not actually in the Europa League squad. We had to leave him out for homegrown reasons. I think we probably swapped those two over in the January, because I think Balogun is probably on his way out of the club. We're trying to put him in the shop window today. And of course, you know all about Salabulabino and Ruben. I would ordinarily want to start the, what's his face? The other striker, the one whose name I can't remember. What's his name? I can't remember. You know you know who I mean. Oh God! Right, hold on. This is professionalism right here. We're gonna go and find out the name of the guy. Right. If we click on Aaron, can we click on anybody? Can we go and find the name of it? This is probably not important anymore. We're making our way back, slowly but surely, to the squad. No, not that guy. Where on earth is he? Cordoba. There he is. So he is on the bench. Somehow I missed him. We'd normally start him, but Ruben is actually on his way back from an injury that he picked up on the recent international break. He's not started a game since the last episode. We know the kind of form that he was in, and we want to get him back into some kind of keep the form going and give him some game time, because Luis Gustavo, despite Ruben's start to the season, Luis Gustavo has been even better, and he's robbing Ruben of his game time, and we need to keep Ruben happy. I'm less worried about keeping Cordoba happy. Salabulabino with the shot, and Ruben is there within the first minute of the game, but neither of them able to convert the chance. But it is a corner with Salabulabino. Cross comes in, and Norberto not able to get a head onto it, and Berisha was chasing back, but we didn't see how that ended up. I assume he got the ball and played it back to the goalkeeper, and the highlight just kind of disappeared. Borussia is what I'm very much keeping a close eye on today. I mean, Borussia, Muller, Garizo, they're the future, and Hesse as well in midfield. Oh, the future for this club is so bright. And Ruben has opened the scoring. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. We have scored some goals past Besiktas over the last couple of years. I suspect we're going to score a few more today, even with such a heavily rotated team. It's a lovely through ball from Hesse, Salabulabino to Ruben. Easy peasy finish for him. And this has been a relatively straightforward group for us as well. The only dropped points were at home against Lyon in the previous round of matches because we played the reserve team against them, as we have done today against Besiktas, and they're a stronger side. Stubuluk, despite having an injury, has just stuck a free kick into the top corner, and it was absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at it from the other angle. That, boys and girls, is a free kick. If ever I saw one. What is wrong with him? Tight calf, should be able to play through. That's fine. We don't really want to play Schultz if we don't have to. Stubuluk's trying to do it again. And the goalkeeper tipping it over the crossbar, but very nearly grabbing his second free kick goal of the match. Salabulabino with the corner to that far post. Stubuluk is lurking again. He is having a game today. He is trying to prove that there is life in him as an attacking midfielder, and it's perhaps something we should consider a little bit more often. Cross comes in from Aranua, but it's cleared as far as Borussia, who, just like all the centre-backs we've got, very comfortable on the ball and keeps the move going, and we end up with a chance. Within seconds of Borussia picking up the ball, we've got a header inside the 6-yard box where really you could argue we should have grabbed a goal, but it just shows how quickly we can get that ball moving forward again because everyone's so comfortable with it. Muller playing it forward to Ruben, who's drifted out wide here, but there's still plenty of options in the middle. Balogun is one of them, and Lukman Balogun grabs the goal to make it 3-0. Our players are just interchangeable at this point. We can just bring anyone from this squad in, and they look good. The system really works. The strength in depth we've got is fantastic. It makes me wonder, the likes of Hesse and Balogun, if we'd have dropped them into our Norwich squad, how good would they be? Hesse, would he be a nailed-on starter at Real Madrid, but not good enough to come off the bench most weeks for us at Dortmund, because we've got so much quality in midfield? He's got to get past Drury and Idoloff and Tippel and I mean, Han as well is ahead of him. Stubuluk is ahead of him. He's probably like our 7th or 8th choice central midfielder. He's looked great today. There he is again, just dinking the ball over the top. 8th choice central midfielder there. I mean, oh, I know I talk a lot about how great this Dortmund side is, but it really is. And I know we spent a lot of money assembling it, but my word, was it money well spent? Look at the quality we have on show here. It is just a joy to behold. The Champions League win, it's already guaranteed. I'm going to be so disappointed when we get knocked out in the semi-final, because I'm so sure it's happening this year, because we are that good. This is the best team we've had in the entire save by a mile. Right, another highlight. Balogun picks the ball up in mid. Everyone's given it away there. And now Besiktas on the attack, but Balogun's just there to cover comfortably. We've just offered him out. He's just literally gone on the transfer list at his own request because he wants to be an option for the African Nations Cup. He's worried he's not going to get selected internationally for that and wants football. I think he's left it a little bit late. That usually takes place in January, doesn't it? It's December now. Balogun is in. I mean, this performance might be enough to get him selected. This is, to me, this is sending a message to Nigeria of, look, I might not be playing week in, week out for Dortmund. There's a lot of world-class players ahead of me. But look, this is me in the Champions League, taking the opportunity I've been given. Please take me to the African Nations Cup. I am good enough. I mean, he is, isn't he? He's grabbed a couple of goals already. He missed a sitter as well, so could have had a hat-trick in this first half. He has been absolutely everywhere. So either he gets what he set out to get and gets selected for the national team regardless, or he's massively put himself in the shop window here, and we've got the next one in the conveyor belt ready to take his squad spot in Arellano, the young Mexican, who we couldn't even get in the Champions League squad, but is ready and willing to step up and take his spot. We will take off Stubuluk now. Schultz can come on for him. We'll just I mean, look at these substitutions we're making. It's a very strong bench, just in case things went wrong. I'm not going to make any more changes unless they're needed, because we don't really want to tire out our proper first teamers unnecessarily in a match that's already won. We're 4-0 up with 10 minutes to go. There you go. Salah Balabino is tired, so he can come off. We'll bring on Boning for him. And that'll be that. This might be the first game in the entire series where we're going to end the match with a substitution still spare. This never happens. Borussia looking to, I think he's a play it to Muller here. In fact, no, he just wants to make me look an idiot. Plays it across to Diego Norberto. And now Erenur to Balogun. Look at that turn from Balogun, playing it into Ruben. And now Boning is in behind. He's clear. It's such an easy goal for him. Michael Boning. What a man. One of the best players in the world. Finished third in the list you get of the top 50 players in the world. He was third on that list, our highest representative. And that's why he's that good. Interestingly, Schultz was number 50 on the list. The only other man in our squad was Luis Gustavo, who was down in about 20th place. I don't understand. I don't get it. There's a number of our players who you would expect to be. I mean, Schultz, 49 players in the world, better than Colin Schultz. I am not having it. Right, let's go and find out what the Augsburg fuss is all about, and hopefully just batter them. And this is the team for the Augsburg game. It's very different from the one you've just seen. Is this 11? No, Diego Norberto was in. It's 10 changes, I think. So Diego Enrique in goal, back four of Locatelli, Stewart, Diego Norberto and John. Idoloff and Drury in midfield, Ballo, Schultz and Boning. Then behind Luis Gustavo up front. That is some squad. See, people say I can't do squad rotation. Well, I offer you Exhibit A, and we need to make sure that we don't slip up against Augsburg the way everyone else seems to be doing. So they're playing what looks like a flat back six, with two defensive midfielders in front of their back four, and then four players up front, which presumably they just lump the ball at. I've decided they're not playing good football. That's the only explanation. They're hoofing their way to success. And it looks like we've grabbed a goal here, although we did have a number of players who were in an offside position. I don't know that the one who scored was, though. So the referee has his finger in his ear. Come on, ref, you know what to do. I mean, that's literally the opposite of what I asked. Perhaps I wasn't clear enough. In future, referee, if I say you know what to do, I mean, you should be doing the favourable decision for us. I mean, Idoloff's miles offside there. Absolutely miles offside. But still, I would have liked the goal to be given. 25 minutes in, halfway through the first half. That is the only chance of note that we've had. It is another corner here. Ballo looking for that far post. And that's a proper header. There's no doubt about that one. Lewis Stewart absolutely smashing it into the back of the net with one of the most thunderous headers you'll ever see. It's not all about the near post these days, boys and girls. Just aim for the big lad wherever he is. Near post, far post, doesn't really matter. If you aim for your biggest and best player in the air, they will be effective. Stewart trying to show it again there. I mean, that would have been perfect. As I'm explaining how to do corners, if he grabs another one, wouldn't that be great? But it literally is as simple as aim for the big lad. And Lewis Stewart hovering at the far post, having a very nice time of it. And Boning wins the ball back, plays it into the path of Ballo, who's been a little bit light on game time this year. We need to make sure we don't start upsetting him by letting him drift down the pecking order. He is still very much in the plans, but with some of the new boys that have come in this year, it's been a little bit harder to guarantee him regular starts. I mean, the only guaranteed starters really are probably the big four of Luis Gustavo. I mean, even Luis Gustavo rotates with Ruben, so no, he's not. The only guaranteed starters, Boning, Schultz, Drury. If they're fit, they're definitely in. Even then, they've got backups and rotation options, and maybe we don't have any guaranteed starters anymore. Are we that good a side? Oh, very exciting. Augsburg with the corner. Stewart, just as dominant in the air at the other end, heads it clear. But it is Augsburg looking to get the ball rolling again. Ballo has just... I thought he'd given away a penalty. It's actually just gone out for a throw. So, in actual fact, it's a very good tackle. I thought he'd done an absolute crazy edge of the area slide tackle that just wasn't necessary. But in the end, it was a very good tackle that led to a throw-in. So, well done, Ballo. You're a good boy. Excellent work. I mean, have you seen that league table lately? We're very far clear at the top of the league. Boning, nodding it down, looking for Schultz, but doesn't find him. Ballo has learnt to tackle, it seems. Future left back, by the looks of it, or right back, I guess. He's a right footer. But he is just, I mean, he's having an excellent game. I talked about not guaranteeing him football anymore. Maybe I should, because he has been everywhere. He has been outstanding, and he has just laid it on a plate for Boning to grab an 11th goal of the season. Lovely crossfield pass from Idoloff, and then Ballo gives it to Locatelli, gets it back, and then just puts it perfectly into the path of Boning. One touch, cutting inside off that left-hand side. Oh, my word. I should have been using inside forwards all through this series. I know the diamond had its day, but, just the kind of goals you score with the inside forwards, I enjoy this much more. And I mean, it is leading to our best period of dominance of the entire series. Drury plays it out to Locatelli, who's just going to cross looking for Boning again. Cross comes in. There is Boning. John, he can now cross looking for Ballo. And if anything drops free, Luis Gustavo is there to tuck it home. 27 goals for the season now for Luis Gustavo. It's not even Christmas. We are setting all kinds of records this year, and I don't know what Leipzig and Bayern Munich are talking about with Augsburg. This is the fourth best team in Germany. Poppycock. There you go. Hertha Berlin already dealing with that. This is Augsburg's run is over. We are absolutely smashing them and sending them back whence they came. Right, let's make a couple of changes so we can bring on Han. Can go there. We'll swap those two over. Boning can come off for Salah-Balabino. And we'll bring on... Actually, we might bring on Thomas Muller, not that one. Give him a bit more game time, as he is one of our most high potential, probably as far as homegrown and club players go, he is the highest potential one. We need to be pushing him a little bit more, getting a little bit more game time from him. We have been giving him a few starts this season, but obviously with Max John in there, it is difficult to justify playing him. I have to force myself to remind myself we are trying to develop him, and he will ultimately become a world superstar if we give him the game time. So we've got to remember to do it. Just knocking the ball around nicely. And there is future world superstar Thomas Muller, not that one. Absolutely skinning his man. Lovely work from him. Crosses to Ballo. It was a little bit overhit, but Ballo made it look good anyway. Locatelli to Idoloff, and now Han to Drury, out to Muller again. It's made it back, and he hit his cross a little better this time. Of course he can. And Ballo cuts inside, demonstrating the point I was making just a few minutes ago about how dangerous inside forwards are with this system. It is just a joy to behold how good this team is. And I know we're going to get that, Kev, you spent loads of money, merchants, down in the comment section. Well, then, I defy you to go and spend £750 million and come out of it with a team this good. You won't. This is a very, very good football team right here. Oh, right. January transfer window. We're probably not going to bring anyone in. I don't think we need anybody. There's a few players that are already leaving. All eyes now are on the Champions League knockout rounds as our march towards the promised land of winning the Champions League really picks up pace. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do if this series finishes before I go on holiday. I need to come up with a plan. Oh, this isn't how it's exactly supposed to work out. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.